いや、ずっとやりたかったゲームが PS プラスに来てて、おもむろに始めることにしました。明るさ、こんなもんかな。いやー、プッションちょっと音量ちょっと下げます。いや、めっちゃ楽しみなんだけど、カメラ感度ちょっと上げとこう。 OK。 じゃあまあちょっと早かったり遅かったりしたら随時設定していこう。字幕音 OK かな。ここグラフィック、あ OK。 さあ、いやー、ボストンピアース探偵事務所、1924年ボストン。酒と睡眠薬で記憶を振り洗う第一次大戦の退役軍人エドワード・ピアース。現在は立ち直りのための案件探しに苦慮する私立探偵。早急に新案件を見つけなければピアースは免許剥奪の危機である。何の免許？いやー、私が狂人ならばそれは神の慈悲だろう。鈍感ゆえおぞましい最後の時まで正気を保ている者がいるなら、その者に神の慈悲があることを願おう。うわ、いきなり状況を読み込めないんだけど。サメ？いやー、導入だいぶきついな。ゲームをセーブしました。まあなんか視点感度は、覗き込みがある。しゃがみ OK。 チラチラ。いやー、何これ。ちょっと音楽がちょっとやっぱでっかい。もうちょっと下げよう。いきなりだな。サメ。まあ前に進むしかないか。こっちは多分開かないってことかな。×でインタラクトみたいな感じか。いや、怖っ。雰囲気怖っ。ガチャ。 タン拾ってこいよみたいな話かな。ハリケーンランプ、ボルトカッター。俺これ最後までやれるかな。自信ないな。うわー、暗い、深い、怖い。
良いね。
あら、チョッパーさんこんばんは。
死んだ？
いや、死んでない。始めたばっかりだよ。はあ、やだやだ。これ綺麗よみたいな話でしょうね。うわー、いたよ。え、ちょっとやめて、急に喋りかけるの怖いじゃない。一応こっちも開けとこう。開かねえ。ダメなんか。怖い。いや、なんかいそうだよね。あともう BGM が嫌すぎる。なかったらなかったで怖そうだけど、あっても怖い。おお、捧げ物。いや、L2 長押しで走れるんだ。おー、これどこに向かっていってるの？階段があるけど繋がってないのか。開くのこれ。
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
夢？これだからウイスキーは嫌いだ。ダークウォーター。ピアーズ探偵事務所。ウエストンワース探偵事務所と契約した俺の探偵事務所。大戦の後、俺のような輩でも仕事に困らないボストンで旗を上げることにした。つまらん案件が続く。不倫、復讐、勘違いの失踪。古びたソファーをベッドよりも心地が悪く、それから空いたボトルも片付けねばなるまい。だがここは俺の場所だ、今のうちはな。何？捨て振りがある。あ、こういうところ TRPG っぽいな。 へえ。はあ。全体的にどうなんだろう。小気度、自らの能力とデカルト主義を信じ、事実、信念、現実の認識に従って調査を遂行する。導き出された結論は論理的で信頼に値するものである。エドワード・ピアスは第一次大戦、これさ違うな。大気軍人でムーズ・アルゴンヌ構成員に参加した。敵軍の砲火を浴びて壊滅したアメリカ部隊ロストバタリオンの数少ない生存者である。じゃあなんか軍人としては結構優秀な人なのかな。戦友の亡骸に囲まれながら食料も衣料品もなく数日間にわたって持ちこたえることを余儀なくされた兵らは同胞からは死亡したものとされていた。はあ。ピアスはそのトラウマを背負っている。取り付いた悪夢を振り払うために睡眠薬や酒に溺れている。へー。アイテムライターロストバタリオン10の1の18かな。俺が第77歩兵師団と戦死したロストバタリオンの男たちを忍んで刻んだ古いライター。はあ。OK。
I used to be an avid reader. Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. Husband couldn't understand it. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. It's been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
俺の記憶を食い止める治療はもう必要ないと医者は言うが、これをやめれば戻ってくるのは分かっている。そうなればいつの日か俺に朝が来なくなるだろう。治療の甲斐なくまた夢で声を聞く。だが今度は違う。正体不明だ。遠い昔の得体の知れない深淵から浮かび上がってくるようだ。俺を呼ぶこの名もなき生物は何だ。知識、これさっきのだね。調査終了、事件解決。電話ちょっとおしゃれ。
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your files. A fire has destroyed some of our
火
documents.
事で書類の一部が燃えてしまった。
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
いや、目星は上げとくべきでしょう。マジオールインでいいのか、目星。魔術、筋力、調査。医学、カルト。ちょっと待ってね。冷静になろう。いや、まあでも、3ぐらいはあっていいでしょう。心理学。好みは心理学かな。と 2CP、 まあここかな。こんな感じで。
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be
Work is scarce.
世知辛い世の中だ。
You know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might put you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you too.
なるほど。探偵事務所に所属をしてお仕事をもらってると。でもその仕事をしないと探偵資格がなくなってしまうみたいな話か。
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
スティーブン。
You're free to leave any time, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector.
実業家的
All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
ムービー中喋ることないというか喋らない方がいいよねこれね。
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
配送伝票
Rather thin.
判読不能な部分もあるが住所の一部は開拓できる。ダークウォーター第36番倉庫捜査報告。出火元はダイニング。一家全員が犠牲になったという。警察は事故として片付けているがサラ・ホーキンスの精神的虚弱という主張を通す。それはなぜだろう。サラとダークウォーター出身の実業家チャールズ・ホーキンスの結婚について書かれた一本の記事。二人はここで一人息子のサイモンと隠遁生活をしている。一家が亡くなってチャールズ・ホーキンス2人はここで1人のチャールズと結婚してサイモンが生まれて3人で生活しよったけどある日火事になって全員死んだと。で警察はサラ・ホーキンスの精神的虚弱が原因の自己火災と主張をするけれどおじいちゃんはいいや違うと。
It's so, Mr. Pierce. What do you make of these elements?
ちょっと待ってまだ見てないのよ。
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
最
And
後
you
の
think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's It's a small, remote island off the coast of
小
Boston.
さな離れ小島。
Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. The police are sticking to the accident theory, though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
まだ
The
36
sender's
歳。
label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right.
And you think your daughter...
That is what Go to Darkwater.
I'm a private investigator, not an art critic.
I guess you're not as clever as you think, then. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
意味の解明。
I
よいしょ。
think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing
Pierce,
to
お前は一体
do
何が分かったん
anything
や。
for my daughter to recover
娘
her
の命
honor.
の挽回のためなら私は何でもするつもりだ。
I'm on your
す
side.
ごいいいお父ちゃんや。
Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death,
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
結局なんか他の探偵さんに断られて回ってきたみたいな話かな。ていうか何でもするって言うならおじいちゃん自分で行きゃいい
I
の
think
に
I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
よいしょ。
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. I used to be an avid reader.
医学洋覧第1巻。研修医や新人員を対象とした重厚な書。第1巻はあらゆる基地の疾患を網羅している症状と適応となる治療を記述している。おお。手がかりそう。裏は何も書いてない。多分あれだね。子供を守ってるお母さんの絵だね。右下のはサインかな。依頼主ね、これがね、ボストンで警護される裕福な実業家スティーブン・ウェブスターが会いに来た。一人娘のサラ・ホーキンスの死を調査してほしいとのことだ。拒絶も不都合な真実も受け入れはしない男。娘が狂っていなかったことを証明するためには手段を選ばないつもりだ。自分で言ってくれよ。チャールズ・ホーキンス、これが多分旦那さんかな。チャールズ・ホーキンスはダークウォーターでは名の知れた人物であった。選手一家の跡継ぎとしてよく旅をしていた。 彼はパリの旅中にサラ・ホーキンスと出会っている。恋愛を経て結婚すると、ホーキンスは孤島のダークウォーターに彼女を連れて行った。サイモンという子供を設け、ひっそりと生活をしていた。で、これがみんな亡くなったよね、結局。やっぱりサラ・ホーキンス、雲に満ちた世界観で知られる画家サラ・ホーキンス。その奇妙な作風とめったに公に姿を現せないことから、崇拝にも似た霊山を集めていた。いつか夢がささやきかけてくるものを描いていますと言っていた気がする。昔チャールズ・ホーキンスと結婚した時は、上流社会のコラムニストらを驚嘆させ、パーティー通いが定着した裕福なボストンの跡取り娘は、新たな夫に連れ添ってダークウォーターとで隠遁することにしたらしい。新聞の紙面からも消えて、その後消息を知る者はいない。火事による死さえも秘匿されたまま、父親のスティーブン・ウェブスターだけが真実を追求し続けている。サラとチャールズ・ホーキンスの一人息子、一家全員の命を奪った火事で死んだ。オカルト。サラ・ホーキンスの美術、一定層にとっては直感的で無双的な芸術家、別の一定層にとってはぼったくりのまがいもの。サラ・ホーキンスは良くも悪くも注目の的である。影に身を潜める謎深き画家、暴力的な色彩と野生的な筆使いで世界に奇妙な絵を示す。これが世界を見る彼女の目であるなら、サラ・ホーキンスの世界とは別次元に開いたものである。どこにあるの？これかい。
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston.
ボストン以外
But I've
に
never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shown since then.
ダークウォーター島は14世紀より無人であり、失われた民族の遺物が今も無数に残されている。単純で原始的な信仰を伝える生きた証拠、ロマンを呼び起こしがちであるが、彼らの神々というものがどれほど、獰猛であったか忘れてはならない。置き去りにされた深い洞窟の壁を巨大な生物がまがまがしく飾り立てている。海の神なのか夢の神なのか知る者はいない。だが現代島民であり誇り高き捕鯨漁師の人らは覚えている。マサチューセッツ沖合に浮かぶ、孤島の謎深くいたたましいストーリーかな。漢字がね難しい。アトラス・オブ・アトランティス・アイランズ、ダークウォーターアイランド。
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
サラ・ホーキンス事件。ピアスはホーキンス事件を受けた。呪われた画家が火事を起こし自ら家族を犠牲にしたとされている。唯一の手がかりとして彼女は父親に気味の悪い絵画を残していた。配送伝票の住所はダークウォーター島の埠頭に建てられた倉庫。ここがピアスの調査の開始点になりそうだ。なんかだいぶこの島行きたくないね。少しずつ怖いところに行くのかと思ったら、もうこれ本拠地でしょ。敵というかホラーの。めちゃめちゃ行きたくないんだけど。お、ムービーかな。あ、もう船に乗ったんだ。早いな展開。いや霧が濃い。Focus from Interactive Presence。 関係ないのね。 なんでこのタイミングでスタッフロール的なあれが流れるのかね。でやっぱちょっと BGM でっかいのよな。ジェームズ・フィッツロイ、名前が覚えれん。いや、よくこんなところ船出してくれたな。さあ、こっからが始まりですか。やだね、行きたくないね。もいちゃんは帰りたいよ。なんか座礁した船いるしね。マジでよく送ってくれたな。だいたいこういうのって映画とかでそんなところにまでは送っていけねえなって言われて、なんかめっちゃ高い潜りのドライバー探すみたいなところから始まるのが定番なのに。
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
無人島ってなってなかったっけ？
What brought you?
普通に人いるじゃん。
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to think.
友人島は友人島なのか。あれ？
He was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great pain to what a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
協力的な船長さんだね。ダークオーピアス CP オカルト、基本的に上げられないのか。ちょっと 1CP だし置いとったんでいいかな。でダークウォーターとボストン系に孤立する岩島じゃなくて、世界はその存在さえも忘れたようである。小さく生活に適さない島。海岸線を切り立った崖と鋭い岩礁で縁取られ、海へ開けた場所は1カ所のみ。1800年代物資供給基地を立ち上げた捕鯨漁師の子孫らが主に居住している。捕鯨の終焉による打撃を受けた。今でもこの島で利益を出している事業といえば医療機関だけだと。医療機関あるんだね。でダークウォーター港、ダークウォーター港の入り口では最後に漁獲を持ち帰った捕鯨船スキュラの前を今も人が行き交う。船乗りたちがふとさまよい日雇いの仕事を探す。酒の密売ギャングがここを拠点とした島と本土を往復できる船を所有する最後の船乗りフィッツロイ船長の縄張りは後ろ見つつある。ここでは捕鯨の黄金時代は遠い記憶に過ぎない。オッケー。これがさっきのあれね。座礁クジラ、ザ・スタンデッド・ホエールかな。座礁したクジラでツルツルテン。感じ悪いな。 もうそれをすりゃいいのに立ち止まらんでも。
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well. The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
You know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
What can you tell
me about?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
あんまりいい印象を持ってなかったんやな。
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing.
探偵って言ったっけ？
I don't know what it's worth though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
The way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You wanted...
Same
早め
again.
を頼む。
There you go.
お酒を出してくれる。これ何杯飲んだらなんかあるみたいなのあるんかな。止められるかな途中で。
That's no moonshine.
You can say that again. House recipe.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the main end.
I've got what I need.
Anything...
なんだろうな、この黒い、多分ここはもうこれ以上情報ないってことだけど、これはまだ情報が残ったのかな。
Captain Fitzroy told...
You want to drink?
One more. It'll be the...
They all say that.
いや、なんかあるよね、多分これね、お酒。
There's Ryan, that.
Looks like Monsieur is a connoisseur. Not bad for a guy from the city.
What can you tell me?
はい、聞いてみようか。
You don't dare say it.
You're not a... Okay.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have...
やっぱ変わらんな。
Anything...
Captain Fitzroy.
You want a drink?
あ、もう飲めんなった。
That'll be all for now.
ロイ・ミッチェル。ダークウォーターで唯一バーを営んでいる。禁止法は座標のクジラを対象とせず、船乗りたちはミッチェルのウイスキーに慰めを見出す。だからこの男は誰よりも事情通である。酔いの回った島民たちが交わす秘密や噂話を聞いている。店を飾る無数のトロフィーからすると、ミッチェルは捕鯨の黄金時代を支えたようだ。彼が好むこの話には饒舌だが、酒の仕入れ先を聞けば途端に口をつぶむ。取り締まりというものを受けることなく酒を提供するバー、上陸した時にはこれだけは存在しないだろうと思っていたのだが、座礁クジラというのでミッチェルというオーナーが支配的な経営をしている。彼はトラブルメーカーを許容せず、酒の仕入れ先を断固として明かさない。地元民は誰もが通うようで、酒の、密造人と船乗りの停戦と見える一幕もあった。これ多分ブラッドリーでしょ。
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you...
ブラッドリーじゃなかった。誰だよお前。
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous
奇
catch.
跡の獲物。
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That
Young
catch
man.
saved our island.
Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
額に入った、あれか。
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
よいしょ。奇跡の獲物スキュラが寄港してダークウォーター基金から救ってくれた。希望を捨てたところだった火曜日の午後遅く、スキュラの乗組員であるその残党がダークウォーター港に戻った。島民たちは埠頭に駆け寄り、島最後の、捕鯨船を迎えた。勇敢なる船が積んだ目を疑うほどの獲物に驚愕する人々。驚嘆か、失礼。巨大なハクジラの対空をしのぐ。それはすでに奇跡の獲物と呼ばれ、デッキを埋め尽くしてもまだ余って船体からはみ出すほどであった。生き残った船乗りたちはその死闘を語る。その肉だけでなく品質も栄養も無類のものであった。このクジラの巨体でダークウォーターの多数の島民が職にありつけ、この土地に蔓延していた飢饉が終わるのは間違いない。貸し倉庫。マークス氏が漁業工房保管用に倉庫を貸し出している。新聞経由で連絡するか、埠頭に直接訪問してほしい。座礁クジラの特別な夕食。勇敢な捕鯨員たちの帰還を祝し、座礁クジラの一同が特別に無料の宴会を招待しよう。家族や友人も誘い合わせてキャットが振る舞う奇跡の漁獲をご賞味あれ。客人に漏れなく油一本の配布も用意した。見逃すことなかれ。なんか話を。収容所食。
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
近づいたら黙るんか、この二人は。
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
この人絶対後々絡んでくるでしょ。この手とか絶対やばいよね。
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at
さっきの
various
会話と一緒か。
gifted with its own consciousness. Until it finds a new reader.
ずっと同じこと話してるな、あれは。
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
時代背景、なんだろう、アメリカかなが禁酒の時代があったんかな。
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
understand? Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
おお、この死体を海に戻そうとしちゃうんやね。
Only a specialist would know what killed him.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think they're putting the whale back in the water to bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You don't put that beast back in the water.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh yeah? It's a sign. He's gonna get us into trouble. Something real bad.
ここはいけない。
Don't put that beast back.
他にこれ中の会話やな。他に得られる情報はないかな。
You can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Come on, you bastard.
There's nothing for you here either. Beatex.
You hear that? You bilge rats don't
There's nothing
scare
for
me.
you here either.
What did he call
こっ
it?
ちを生かしてくれんね。
I said you were a bilge rat. Even a pox flippin'. You think we don't know what you're doing? Hidden in the fog?
I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all.
Optimistic.
なんかあんまりこういう会話の立ち聞きは必要ないゲームかな。船の方はなんかないかな。釣れますか。いや、糸荒ぶりすぎやろ。浮いてる浮いてる。いや、釣れてないんかい。さあ、じゃあ船長のところ行ってみよう。下はなんもないよね。なんもないね。いやー、ボロボロじゃのう。
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
船長、契約条件は明確。配下を抜かりなく管理すること。我々を挑発することはできない。なお、このメッセージは返信不要。金は使いのものに。キャット。脅迫状。
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
ペルー。
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
基本的にもう使われてないもんばっかりなんかな。
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 7 years.
70年以上吹かれていない。
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
ちょっと進んだ。間違えた。これさっき見たやつやね。オッケー。このろうそくが気味悪い。
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
若い。
What a macabre souvenir.
あ、義足かこれ。
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from it.
今でも判読可能な日付を一部のみ。1890年、1907年と部分的な日付。残りは黒く塗りつぶされている。誰がこの情報を隠そうとしたのか。
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
さっき見たやつやな。
I'm looking for warehouse 36. You know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
思いのが近くにあるのね。
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
もうないかな。
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
はあ、手帳を見る。ダークウォーター、あ、間違えた。で、ジェームズ・フィッツロイはカリビュディス号の船長であり、今もダークウォーターとボストンを結ぶ唯一の船だ。校長事務所を拠点とし、港町、校長どっちだろう。ここから島のあらゆる動向を監視する。ダークウォーターの島民からは慕われているが、酒の密造人からは煙たがれている。彼は俺の調査に協力してくれた。通れるようになった。
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
警察がなんか隠しとんかな。
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back.
What?
You
What?
can't understand. You're not sailors.
ちょっと向こう行く前に周りぐるり見てみよう。調査ってピッキング？あ、いたし。
There. Hello, old friend.
酒のボトル。泥棒じゃん。文字が。は？何これ。なんて書いてんだ。気持ち悪いな。ストーンブレンダーかな。 ST ってストーンかな。お墓ってこと？これ。いやー、あ、なんか調べれるな。オカルト。
Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in. I've no idea what it says.
チュは理解できんと。これオカルトレベル高かったら理解できたんかな。ここは登れんのか。いつまでライター持っとんねんお前。人結構おるな。へえ、倉庫行きたくないな。
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
あそこの二人が象になんかしたっていうな。
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
破壊されとんや。
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
仕事はないの
Fitzroy
に金
gives
はあるん
us
や
a
な。
few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Silas. サイラス誰よ。これさっきのか。
You again. I told you to.
No need to get.
ここ こが倉庫入り口なんかな。じゃあ、
I bet that you hit them somewhere in your hut, on the docks. Not even, and don't go looking there.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot.
And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
絶妙にさ、喋るの早くて読み切れないんだよね。
Who's this guy? No idea. You better keep it shut.
Boy, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet.
めっちゃ目つき悪いじゃん。
wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaps. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. You'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
Now, we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
口悪いな。
Cat. She's your boss.
What?
You listen through keyhole.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her star.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
What's with you wandering around here?
We saw you talk. Go die of thirst.
Oh.
I bid you... If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
他の方法。おまわりさん。
You again.
No need.
あ
They can't understand.
あ。開いてんじゃん。
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. If you want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
船長がなんか知っとんか。もうちょっと。あ、三角でこれ切り替えできるんや。OK。
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
こんなところから入る。嫌すぎるが。さっき船長のところ行こう。これなんか下手に行って物語進んだら戻れんなりそうやし。
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
弊社恐怖症なんでもうちょっと入りやすいところないですか？結局じゃあそこ行かないかんのやな。カッタカッタ。
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
瓦礫の中。ああ、下か。よ
良いね。死んだ。
いしょ。瓦礫の中。ラチェット装置。
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need. This handle will be perfect for the winch. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
で化石がこんなところに。こんなもんかな。まだある？なんかコメントの読み上げ入ったけどコメント来てない。どういうこと？怖いんだけど。ラチェットをつける。ハンドルをつける。あ、まだ足りんのか。 ああ、こんなところに歯車が。
Should be possible to mount this cogwheel.
これで全部かな。
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
いや、入りたくねえ。臭そう。いや、視界悪っ。なんだ
I hope it's not toxic.
ライターってさ、引火しそうだよね、なんなら、ね。めっちゃ咳込むじゃん。何おお。どういうことだってばよ。マジで何今の。怖いんだけど。壁画がある。
This is primitive.
魚雷に見えるな。魚かな。いやマジでさっきの何よ。
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
ジャンプよっこら。再現。何？なんだい再現って。
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it.
よいしょ。
Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
いや何が起こったのだろうかじゃなくて、今お前に一体何が起こっているんだ。
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers but stays in a place like this?
痛み止めは高いんかな。わかるな。
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
これサラともう一人のあれかな。チャールズとサラかな、これ。ぽいな。で、これ何の死体よ。魚か。かじってるね。
Someone has settled in here. And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
バレちゃった。警官を脅す。
Wound up? You mean messed up?
No. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins Mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? Open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins Mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
うわー、行きたくねえ。ホーキンス邸の庭園。ピアースは倉庫の侵入に成功した。廃墟と思われたこの場所に驚きがあった。最近使用された形跡と反証した絵画、ブラッドリー巡査が調査に割って入ったが、ピアースは協力してくれるよう説得した。警察官は探偵をホーキンス邸に送り届けてくれるという。いやー。もう開くのかな。鍵持っとんのかお前。 キャットたちがどういう風に絡んでくるかな。
Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Winchester.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the road.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anymore. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bomb? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Silas Winchester.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here. And I want to be able to see when we arrive.
サイラス、あれか、
if only to reassure
酒場でなんか手が
Why not?
大変になってた人かな。
Right. Let's go.
広い、でかいな。なんかあるな、向こうも。木彫りのクジラ。あ、倒木でこっちからはいけんのか。
It's as if all life has abandoned the place. Sturdy and well sharpened. Sturdy.
それ抜こう
and
よ
well。sharpened.
もっとこうよ。
no question of leaving now. I must examine the scene of the fire.
カサカサ言うのが嫌だな。
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
$1693年に建てられたんかな。多分進むな。とりあえず巡査と合流しよう。お、なんか書いてるな、横。I laid me down and slept. I awaked for the Lord. Sustain me. 読めねえ。帽子じゃん。なんで
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
$1924年。
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Is the caretaker still around? Evidence here suggests he is.
It's surprising indeed. Let's try to keep our eyes open.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagined Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It said that he's devastated.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins. Poor kid. Poor kid.
なんもないな。はあ。じゃあお屋敷向いていこう。
The axe is gone.
ないじゃん。斧ないじゃん。護身用に持っていこうと思ったのに。
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Hey.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
Oh.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on then, just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
鍵渡してもらえたな。マジで広っ。
This gate is locked.
でもなんかマップの雰囲気だけ見るとバイオハザードなんだよな。妙に広い空間やな。なんかあるんと違う？どういうこと？
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes. I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
なんかこっちから入れるみたいな話でもないのね。戻るか。
finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
ちょっと待ってね、まだ正面入り口見てないのよ。
I'll have to find another entrance.
なるほどね、これだけか。OK。カラスか。はあ、来ちゃった。
I'm with you.
ピアースとブラッドリー巡査はホーキンス邸の庭園を探索した。家族は敷地の墓地に葬られ、サイラス・ウィンチェスターが守っている。今も主人への忠誠心を捨てず、斧を手にこの場所を見守り続けている。年老いた世話人であるピアースとブラッドリーは彼をなだめることに成功し、ホーキンス邸への鍵を受け取るのだった。二人は建物に入って火事現場を探した。
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this?
何の肉だったか怖い
This
こと言いま
place
せん
is
でし
for
た
the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
もうないかな。さあ大丈夫そうか。
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
ちょっと火つけようよ。あ、絵が。
Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles.
あれ、さっきなかったよな、そこに。あったか？ランプのこのモヤモヤが怪しい。
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
国民の遺跡の前でチャールズ・ホーキンスが探検家のようにポーズをとっている。彼が高価な旅に散在していたのは常識だ。何を探していたのだろう。
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
深夜10時。
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? They had a fight. Why?
あら、これ外にも、あ、
Did someone escape the fire? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight.
口論でランタンを投げられて
Someone fell
当
here.
たって割れて火がついたみたいな話かな。
A desperate attempt to flee.
でもじゃあなんで全員死んだんや。本当に全員死んのか。
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. Chief West found out about what we're doing. I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
いやブラッドリー一人先々行き過ぎよう。18世紀の医療知識と診療行為を集めたもの、いわゆる文明国だけを網羅しているホリスティック医学や過当とされる多大陸の医学は取り扱っていない。ちょっとずつ伸びよんかな。ホーキンスの倉庫を調査しているピアーズは不当下を通る、半分浸水したトンネルに入った。その時何かが彼の腕を取り水中へ引きずり込もうとした。溺れかけの探偵は人や動物の体、そして地底都市を見た。ピアースはかろうじて振り払うと腕に絡みついた。それは触手などではなく海藻だったのである。それでも見えた映像は明瞭で暴力的であり、彼を怯えさせた。ブラッドリー・ジョンさん、この垢抜けない警官は秩序と正義を好み、優れた刑事ではないが同僚にホーキンス事件の真実を発見してもらいたかったようだ。島民は彼には親切なようで、彼なら俺の調査に協力してくれただろう。で、サイラス・ウィンチェスター、ホーキンス家の年老いた世話人、サイラス・ウィンチェスターは今でも家族の墓と焼き落ちた、邸宅を見守る。自身が育てたも同然のチャールズ・ホーキンスに貢献し、サラ・ホーキンスと子供のサイモンにも敬愛の念を持つ。見捨てられた資産で長き孤独を過ごした 彼は人間不信に陥った。サイラスは今もチャールズ、サラ、サイモンの墓に花を手向ける。ホーキンス邸を切り立った崖の上にそび立っている。見捨てられた庭園にはホーキンス家の墓が立ち、年老いた世話人サイラス・ウィンチェスターだけが今もこの廃墟をさまよう。猛烈な意志でここを守り、今も主人の墓に花を手向ける薄暗い場所である。最後の晩餐、ホーキンス邸の火事以来ダイニングルームは手つかずだ。食器類から家族の様子が見て取れる。プライベートでもエチケットが尊重されていたようだ。チャールズ・ホーキンスがテーブルの先に座り、妻と息子がその両側だった。倒された椅子は火事の後に起こった出来事によるものか、それとも DV 説を確証するものかもしれない。明らかに特定の皿に乗ったローストは手がつけられていない。なぜか今も保存状態のいいこの肉はホーキンス夫妻の衝突の火種となったようだ。これは見たね。重厚な時計のガラスは割れており、針は十字を指している。火災の時刻を知らせているかもしれない。あるいは全く無関係かもしれない。一部だけ焼けた靴、サラ・ホーキンスのものだったようだ。壊れたオイルランプ。警察の調査報告によると、このランプが邸宅を全焼した火事の原因らしい。しかし、瓦礫の血痕は別のストーリーを物語る。火事現場。一家の命を奪った火事について警察の調査報告とは、相反する状況がホーキンスの応接間にあった。まずは生存者の可能性を投げかける手形の存在だ。チャールズとサラ・ホーキンスの遺体は床にも応接間にも痕跡を残していない。今でも暖炉近くに見える子供のそれとは対照的である。床に散らばったガラスの破片も同じだ。よく観察するといくつかに血痕が付着している。壁のホーキンス倉庫で見つかった絵画によるはっきりとした痕跡から、ホーキンス事件は単なる家庭内の事故でないことは確かである。チャールズ・ホーキンスの死以来、正式に使用停止となったこの倉庫には、最近まで秘密の住人が住んでいた。生活の跡が事実を物語る。傷を負っていたと思われる血まみれの包帯のほか、鎮痛剤と睡眠薬の存在も一目置くべきだ。さらに住人サラ・ホーキンスに固執していたようだ。画家の人生に関わる複数の資料、写真切り抜きが指し示している。しかし、この建物の中身とホーキンス事件のつながりについて疑いを晴らしたのは、反証した絵画だ。ブラッドリー巡査はホーキンス邸にあったものだという。OK。
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
やっぱ誰か一人生きとったんかな。でもそれならサイラスが知らんのも変な話ではあるような気もするし。
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, the sea shanty.
さっき歌えたやつかな。なんで消したんお前。ちょっとやめてよね。
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
BGM かい。
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
ハーマン・メルビルの小説白芸、古典的名作であり、特に選手一家なら思い出が深い。
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
怖いな、この顔。びっくりした。
This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
人体比較分析。動物と比較した人体の特殊性に関する精密で詳細な論文である。文体は簡素で語彙は俗っぽく、堕落者でも読めるようになっている。言い方よ。
Lyrics of the drunken sailor, sea shedding.
柄かな?
This door is blocked from the outside. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
絵もさることながら、なんだいこのシャレ神戸。
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
ジュール・ベルヌの小説の気象版だ。なんかバールのようなもの。
A crowbar could prove useful. Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
戦略。ご存知の通り、私は、常日頃から君とご家族を高く尊重してきた。生意気ながらこれ以上奥様の行動に目をつむっていることはできない。先週彼女はまたも私の客人を恐怖に陥れた。悪意はないことを承知しているが、フラー先生のもとに置くべきである。彼だけでも正気を取り戻させてくれる力があるだろう。再び騒ぎが起こることにならば拷問のようにも思えるが、警察を交えるしか方法はあるまい。敬意を込めてアントン・ウェラール。 り嫌だな。マジでなんでこんなとこ住んでんのあの人。
Locked.
開いた。あ、子供部屋かな。
The boys' room.
なんか言いかけたじゃん。
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. What was wrong with this?
なんかちょいちょい言葉が飛んでしまう。やめておくれよ。一番気になるはここよね。
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
ここ全部調べたかな。大丈夫そうかな。OK。あ。手がかり手がかり。男の子の部屋には本がベッドに読み捨てられ、おもちゃが床に散らかっていて、ごく普通の家族の日常を物語っている。しかし恐ろしい絵や睡眠薬からサイモン・ホーキンスでも、精神疾患に苦しんでいた疑いが浮かび上がる。母は幻覚が見えると装っていたが、この子はどうだったのだろうか。広くない？開いちゃったよ。
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
バルビツレート。神経系の抑制剤として作用するが、一度開始すればそれなしで生きていけなくなる覚えがあるな。めちゃめちゃきつい精神安定剤的なやつかな。
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
医師トーマス・フラー、リバーサイド病院、マサチューセッツ州ダークウォーター。1924年4月21日、75ミリのアモバルビタールナトリウムを4から6時間ごとに服用すること。発作が強ければ 20g のフェノバルビタールでを最大に1日3回追加する。治療期間はアルコールやその他薬剤を服用しないこと。医師トーマス・フラー、宛先ダークウォーターの作家的。
Such an excessive dose. Either this man is a charlatan, or Sarah's condition is unlike anything I've ever seen.
状態がめちゃめちゃ重たかったかな。
This padlock is too complicated for me.
そう、こんなもんかな、この部屋は。なんか一回で跡があるのよな。
This door is locked.
サラ・ホーキンスの事務所の鍵が隠されていた。事務所の鍵。
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
ここじゃなくて、こっちかな。開いたよ。わ。帰っちゃダメですか。
The door is blocked on the other side. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
チャールズ・ホーキンスが走り書きで優しい言葉を彼の妻にやっている。読めんねえ。For by dwelling 読めない。
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
ページ左、1月から4月。ボストンのクライアントのための海外。FS のための会話が異常に多いな。ゾート、ドクター F のための会が治療。FS のための会が展示。変換。
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders.
FS はフランシス・サンダース。
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
親愛なるサラへ、君が孤島へ身を隠して以来、君の美術に惹かれるコレクターが増えている。どうか新しい絵を送ってほしい。最後の作品たちは、実に優越的絵で、他の絵画とは一線を画す感動があり、値は高騰している。最近の売り上げによる君の取り分を同封する。一つ忘れないでくれ。初めて君の才能を生み出し、世に知らしめたのは誰だったのかを愛を込めて、マクシミリアン・エル。
What was she trying to achieve?
これあれじゃない？子供部屋にあった絵と一緒じゃない？この部屋はこんなもんかな。アイテム。の陣。この生物が我が次元に未定着ならば、駆逐の儀式が走行する可能性あり。執行人は陣を構成するグリフに求心の印を埋め込むこと。ただし、陣を支持する場所は必ずしも正確性が証明されていない。アビガエル G 著マレウス・ベスティアルムより。ポイント7ポイント。
Bradley? Is that you?
え、なんで開いたん？
Is anyone there?
いや、ブラッドリー巡査全然おらんじゃん。怖いって一緒におっとしんやけどな。
Stop!
なんもないかな。OK。
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far. This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
Oh, なるほど。
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go? They look like Celtic runes.
Do you
Charles
really
must
think
have
that
brought
your
them
fugitive
back
came
from
in
one of
here?
his foreign trips.
I don't see any way out.
It looks like an old seaway map.
誰かが座標を書き込んだ古い海図、これを航路にしていたのだ。あ、ちょっと待って、ランプはオイル製なん。聞いてないよ。
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
チャールズ・ホーキンスとフィッツロイ船長が3人目の男性とポーズをとっている写真。
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
チャールズ・ホーキンスによる、手書きのダークウォーターの地図。いくつかの場所に丸印が付けられている。
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
なんか壁に
This
は
panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Well done, Pierce.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
ホーキンス邸下のトンネル。ホーキンス邸内部火事現場が秘密を明かした。生存者を追うピアースとブラッドリー巡査は現場を捜査し証拠を求めている。フードをかぶった男がサラ・ホーキンスの作業場から飛び入って絵画を盗み出すと探偵と警察官は後を追いかけた。チャールズ・ホーキンスの事務所まで追走すると発見したのは秘密の通路。ピアースとブラッドリーは、鉄塔のトンネルへ入る。
Secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel.
さあ、ちょっと気にはなるけど今日はそろそろ終わろうかな。いい時間だ。よいしょ。というわけで、ちょっと覗きに来てくださった皆様方ありがとうございました。それじゃあまた続きをやっていこうと思うので、またよければ見に来てください。ではでは終わります。お疲れ様でした。おやすみなさい。